Hey, this is Mariela from The Functional Company. So in this episode, I want to talk about the difference between a simple solution and a complex solution. So let me give you an example of this. I had a guy come to me who had a gallbladder problem, and he'd gone to the doctor and gotten a whole workup, and he really wasn't taking that good care of himself. He was just more working and providing for his family. And so he went to the doctor, got this workup. They told him, you know, the wall of your gallbladder is very thick, and if it gets any thicker, it's an indicator that you could get cancer. So we recommend that you take it out. Surgery, basically. So he came to me, said, they want me to take out my gallbladder. And I said, okay, so what's the plan? And he said, well, I have to go back in a month, and if the wall of my gallbladder gets any thicker, then I need to get surgery. And I said, okay, so we have a month. So good. So you're going to change your diet, and you're also going to take this supplement. The supplement is going to help to clean out the gallbladder. And so then just go get a checkup in a month with your doctor, and let's see what happens. So he did that. He changed his diet, took the supplement diligently for a month, went back to the doctor, and the gallbladder was, boom, way better. It was, the walls were thinner, it was operating normally, and he was really surprised that in a matter of a month he could get that kind of results. So that's what I mean about the difference between a simple solution and a complex solution. To me, surgery is a complex solution. Is it sometimes necessary? Yes. Is it oftentimes offered way too early? Yes. I think so. This is my own personal viewpoint, you know? So if you go to somebody and they say surgery, just from my personal viewpoint, I would just be, you know, saying, okay, well, hang on a second. Like, are there any other solutions that I could apply that are less complex, that are more simple, that could handle my health issue? So that's in terms of surgery. You know, there are a lot of things that oftentimes we can do through natural means to actually avoid surgery. I understand sometimes it's absolutely necessary, so you really just have to evaluate based on the information, based on what your doctor's saying, get a second opinion, get as much information as possible, and make the best decision for your health. So that's in terms of the difference between a simple and complex solution. Another way that I see it is that sometimes somebody could be dealing with, for example, an autoimmune response, an autoimmune health issue, or some kind of issue where they are having to eliminate a bunch of different foods. They can't eat this, they can't eat that, they can't, it's almost like they can't eat like vegetables, they can't eat anything, you know, and it's just like, wow, something's going on with the body that you have to take a bunch of supplements, and you also have to eliminate a bunch of foods. So there's something sort of pinning the clinical picture down. And that's where it also takes a fresh look. You have to go to a healthcare practitioner that can actually help take a fresh look at your situation, because sometimes, for example, you can have a situation like a tooth infection that's completely overlooked, and it's actually causing a problem for the rest of your body. And I've seen this where infections in the teeth, in the mouth, get handled, and then from there, once that gets handled, boom, the autoimmune situation goes away. So it's some simple solution that was completely missed, and because of that, if you miss that, and then all of these additional factors are getting it handled, you have to take 20 supplements, and on top of that, you have to eliminate like 50 types of foods, and you have to be very careful, but there's something that was actually triggering your immune system from the get-go. So you have to go a little bit more upstream and figure out what the root problem was, and that sometimes requires a second opinion or a fresh look from somebody else who's professionally trained and can help you just kind of see and make sure that nothing was missed. So sometimes when it gets complex, even in the natural field, I like to take a step back and say like, did we miss anything? And very oftentimes the answer is yes, because there are very simple solutions to problems. That's why I like to say, or our motto is, truth is simple. Because when you really get down to the truth, it's a very simple thing. You know, and oftentimes we have to get to a complex solution when we've missed the simplistic answers, or when we've completely avoided actually looking at the truth all the way through, right? So sometimes the complex solution, like I said, is absolutely necessary based on all the information that you have. Once you've gathered a second opinion, you've tried all these simple solutions, and you're like, you know what, at this point, this is my best option. Then you're gonna have to make that decision for yourself. All I'm saying is like kind of think with this, right? The difference between a simple and a complex solution. And if you're looking at it and you just know, oh, this kind of feels like really complex, are there any more simple solutions I could try before I try this complex solution? Go look for that through healthcare practitioners, through different opinions, keep researching. On our website, we have a tab that's called Find a Practitioner, and we've got some practitioners there that are sprinkled about in the United States who can help you with whatever you're dealing with and just kind of like really evaluate and figure out whether or not they can help you through natural means. We've got holistic dentists, chiropractors, acupuncturists, functional nutritionists, etc. Lots of people who can help you out. So that's functionalco.com. Go to the tab that says Find a Practitioner. And so yeah, that's just what I want to mention this time around, the difference between a simple and a complex solution, and really figuring out whether or not you can find more simple solutions to your problems before you get to the complex solution. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the flip side.